Doc Holliday is just going to put Sir Rupert's hand down, like, no.
I've killed a few, though.
I hope you don't have to end up doing that to my friend, I guess. I forgot, this guy's Texan. Oh, shit. I hope you don't have to.
Now y'all gonna have to talk like this.
Yeah. Dangle.
Oh, God.
Dangle, we go trying to get all up in my doctor. Yeah. By the way, he's also a dwarf. Texan dwarf. And Quincy Morrison. I hope you don't end up having to ever take on my friend then. That aside, I'm going over to just see what Poland's like, and I know have a few adventures. I hear it's pretty nasty in the wilds up there.
I might find something good to shoot.
Hey, weren't you something other than Texan earlier? I'm not going to actually mention this. I know you. That was just a goof.
You're not even on that row.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, that was good talking to you, I guess. Turns back to his seat, kind of looks a little bit worried. That guy who was murdered dudes is behind him. This is an uncomfortably long flight.
It is now, anyway.
It is uncomfortably comfortable now, like especially uncomfortable now.
Yeah.
They don't ever actually bring out any food for you unless you ask for and pay for it, and they won't give you like full meals. It's only snacks.
And this is a transcontinental flight.
Yeah.
This is like the cheapest plane they could have gotten.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
But the thing is, though, is that even transcontinental flights, how much would that cost normally?
Yeah.
A lot. Like
Well-
the tickets would be like something like a couple thousand new yen each, I believe.
Yeah.
So I've actually looked this up, and a round-trip ticket to Germany currently is around like $1,500.
That makes sense. So it, like in dollars would convert directly into new yen. So
Yeah.
round trip would be about 1,500 new yen each.
Yep.
I have a
And we're
very
getting it
important
for
question.
free, so.
Do comlinks have Flappy Bird or Angry Birds loaded in?
Oh, absolutely. Like they have ultra angry birds,
Well,
Yeah.
I know what Frank's doing.
furious birds.
Curious.
I'm busy being slave.
So Rupert is
This is
kind of
my
wondering
normal
what
sleeping
that
hours.
horrible kind of like scrabbling on the whole sound was.
I was just
Okay.
like,
How stupid would it be to cast hot potato in here?
Oh, Jesus, no!
exceptional.
No!
Like unless you're just trying to prank someone, but you would only have the only people you'd be able to prank would be your own row, and otherwise like people would freak out.
Understandably freak out.
Yeah. Feeling like your cyber augments are, burning a hole through your skin is kind of not something you want to do.
Especially considering mine are wired into all of my nerves.
Ow.
That sounds hilariously painful, because I have a lot of BioWare augments in my brain.
No, BioWare aren't metal.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why
But
they're
literally
BioWare.
all of my, I have wired reflexes.
Same
My
here,
nerves
so,
are
yeah.
metal.
That would be painful.
Yes, rating 2 wired reflexes is like
Yes.
they're really comprehensive and go all the way up his spinal column and shit.
Yeah. They can only get marginally better from here.
Now... Okay, so this is just uncomfortably long. None of us really brought any non-technological things because...
I'm
Oh,
loading
hey,
up a
I'm
book on
covered.
my comm.
Oh, they let you turn it on afterwards. It's only when
Yeah.
it's on during the takeoff.
Take off.
Oh, yeah.
I am playing AR Monster Hunter. I know what you guys are talking about.
By the way, I don't actually have a data jack.
Oh, but
Yeah,
That's
I'm-
okay, I don't have a data jack either.
yeah.
I'm probably...
That's right, the Decker doesn't have a data jack. I use Trodes. For the few times I actually need to use VR.
So yeah, I'm probably just messing around on the comlink now.
It's even worse for some of us because we have things like enhanced reflexes.
Yeah,
means
well,
this-
you can turn those off.
You can?
Yeah, you can turn. You're supposed to turn them on, actually. Technically
Yeah.
speaking.
Did not know that.
Talk about the adept power.
You know what? Frank could have used send message to start a group message between the our colleagues.
Oh, you're talking about the added power increase?
Yeah, the edit power is just always
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's always on. You can't turn that off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is crawling along at 1/3 speed for some of us.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you're gonna
I
be
have
here
that
for
problem
15
too,
hours,
But I'm asleep.
but everyone else will be, for
I'm gonna turn off my reaction enhancers.
Mhm.
I don't think I can do anything about the wired reflexes though.
No, the wire reflexes you can turn off.
Yeah,
It's
you can
the-
absolutely turn this
You can
off.
turn both of those off.
Just
I
turn
have-
them off.
In fact, they'd probably want you to turn it off anyway on a flight.
Well, they probably don't know about the wired reflexes.
No, they know
You
about
went
it. I
through-
mean, you went through scanners and
You
everything.
went through
Oh,
a
yeah.
scanner
They
and
got
Oh, wait,
arrived into
I'm
it,
licensed.
take
I
it.
have licenses for them. What am I talking about?
They'd
I
still
also-
want you to turn it off because
Well,
that's a
yeah,
risk.
but
it means that he didn't have to worry about them.
Oh.
earlier.
It probably also means there's an extra dude with a gun in the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not more.
Remember, planes are a reason why. I say planes and security that go with them are a reason why it's usually somewhat hard for Shadowrunners to go from point A to point B in the globe.
Yeah.
So yeah, you turn them off. So the ride will be about 5 or 6 hours long.
Yeah.
And then it'll be quite a bit longer for Virgil and Turtle too.
But I'm asleep, so it's fine.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but you're gonna wake up eventually.
So much drugs.
5 hours.
it's 5 hours.
Sleep
But
through that.
you're gonna be. Oh wait, no, because you're nocturnal. You're actually
Exactly.
actively tired, probably.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
This is my normal sleeping hours. Or these are my normal sleeping hours.
Alternatively, I can turn my reaction enhancers and the wired reflexes back on and finish like 4 books.
Oh, my
yeah.
goodness. Oh my goodness, you're gonna be so messed up when you get to Europe because when your normal awake times your normal awake times for over in Seattle are going to be the normal daylight
Oh, no.
hours over
No,
in
no,
Europe.
no.
that's,
The sun
this is
saps my ability to function.
Oh, okay,
Jet-
it's complete it's actually really fucked up. Alright.
So she's
So
gonna have
jet lag.
on top of nocturnal. Nocturnal.
See, and if I do it this way, I can set my own level of jet lag.
having wired reflexes on the entire time though would be super uncomfortable. Like ultra
Yeah.
uncomfortable. You don't
Yeah.
leave those on for very long.
No.
Get
No, but I can use them to adjust my levels of jet lag so that I'm tired at night
Jesus
there already.
Christ.
I like this
It
mundane
doesn't-
use of it. You spent about 40 hours fucking around in this plane. Not 40 hours, 40 minutes on the way to the plane and everything. How do you feel about that?
He just kind of ramps up and slows it down. Someone gets up to the toilet and he kind of like normal speed, super slow motion, normal speed, super slow motion.
All right. After this uncomfortably long flight, you're allowed to get off the flight as the plane lands at the Gdansk Lech Walesa Airport in Tri-City, in Poland, which is like a city that is a conglomerate of 3 cities in the north part of Poland. It's on the water, and this is where your gear will be delivered to and then driven down to where you're actually going to Warsaw Lutz. Warsaw Lutz, I think. Yeah.
Alright.
Mhm.
So get our stuff and
You were told to wait at the luggage claim for your chauffeur, basically.
Travel is not all it's cracked up to be, right, guys?
It kind of sucks when you're going across an ocean.
Yeah. Oh,
really
yes.
long.
Word to the sky.
by the way, what time is it here?
Taking into
What,
account
11, midnight, something like that.
uh,
No, we went further.
it would, yeah, like you would actually the flight would be 5 hours long or so, and this would be like a few hours ahead. So actually, you're kind of entering really late territory, aren't you?
Oh, good.
Now that I think about it, I should probably look this up.
If I have to kill another
Poland is
Cyber Wraithian.
Poland is an hour ahead
I'm sorry, Nick, trying to
of
make
Germany.
you care about time zones.
No, I can do this off the top of my head because I keep German time zones open.
It is UTC.
-3, I think.
No, it'd be UTC
No,
plus
2.
1 right
Or
now.
yeah. Are they the same time zone as Germany?
It might be.
Parts of Germany, yeah. Probably
Because
same time
it's
zone.
Greenwich Mean Time plus 1. So it'd be 6 hours ahead plus the 5 hours flight, and you guys went at noon, so it is 11 o'clock at night right now.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Now it's comfortable time.
Yes.
Now my helmet makes marginally less sense.
You're one of these people who wear shades at night. It's just,
I'm wearing a SWAT helmet.
same
Why?
thing.
Why would that not be in, like, the bags?
I don't know. It probably went with the bags.
It probably did, but I like the
But
I
the
like
helmet,
the helmet on his token, so
Just
The helmet
claim
is-
to be an ex-member of Daft Punk or something.
Daft
mean
Punk
X-Men?
continues into 2076, and they are an enormous group of like 50 people now.
No one knows if the original band members are still there or not.
It's impossible to tell. They're wearing helmets.
yeah.
That's the point.
It's impossible to tell if current Daft Punk is the original Daft Punk.
So you have to wait like another half hour at the luggage claim before an enormous troll wearing a huge overcoat and an enormous cowboy hat comes in carrying a sign that says Leech in all caps. It's Leach.
Hey kid, want to buy some drugs?
What?
What?
Captain Subtle over there?
He has an incredibly large beard that covers most of his face, but you can still see his fangs through it, which are like polished white, and he's giving you a big old grin. His eyes are obscured by the hat as well.
He looks trustworthy.
Well,
He's got the sign. He's waiting for y'all. He doesn't know you by sight.
I'm gonna go walk up to
Over
him.
on holiday.
I'm also walking up.
yep. May as
Alright,
well.
follow.
I'm gonna
Josh
hang back
is-
for a few
but-
seconds to make sure there's no ambush.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
So
I'm
the
not
one,
worried about an ambush.
It's an airport.
Yeah,
So the
some
one
of them
guy-
just get
yeah.
shot easily.
Oh, and by the way, right before you ended up having to wait, Quincy said goodbye. I'm on my way. He's just letting himself know that letting everyone know that he's leaving.
Ah,
He has to.
that's nice, Quincy.
I have no idea who that was. Who was that?
It was
Don't worry
it was
about
on
Person
the
who's
plane
now
before.
terrified of me.
very bored people on a flight, I
Yeah.
guess.
That's basically what it was. A very bored person on the flight. Yeah.
Very bored, very annoying.
Some people just try and make friends with everyone.
So you got.
Yeah, and those people tend not to do very well.
So you just met up with the driver, right?
Yep.
Hey. How are you?
Fine.
Come with me.
Cool. So long as where you're going is to a tavern with some meat and
Oh my
ale.
God.
No, we are going to Leech's home.
Is there a
Just,
We'll be
just,
fed.
just be quiet.
He looks down at you like you can't see his eyes, like I said, but he does look like he's glowering at you a little bit. And he goes,
Kinda
like I said, you wouldn't
Grab a
be
little
fed.
piece of hair and look at it. Go, yep.
Go.
It's gonna be orange for a while.
I call
Probably
shotgun.
never gonna stop.
You cannot
Oh,
call shotgun because what he leads you up to is actually like an enormous troll-sized limo.
Oh.
It's a stretch Homer, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Oh, I strap all my electronics gear back on and visibly calm down.
Please tell me that it rotates constantly while we're driving.
Unfortunately, no. This is not the city of Roundabout.
That's disappointing.
I know it is. Of course, it is. Everybody go by Roundabout. He kind of ushers y'all into the limo, which is, like I said, enormous. It is particularly large because the driver is a troll.
Yeah, Virgil makes sure he's aware of the various guns in the party.
You do not have your gear yet.
They're
Oh,
being
Wait, what?
transported to meet us to our end location.
I thought they were just on the lower deck of the flight.
No, they're being smuggled.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they're not going to be there for a couple days.
Oh wait, I totally have everything
Oh, well.
done because I have licenses for everything.
Yes.
Apart from
Actually, I'm. So wait. Well, the guns probably can't be taken onto the plane. I actually have a I actually have a magical fetish. And I
Please keep that in private. Don't talk about it. Tell us about your magic fetish.
for casting some of the spells, and would that be considered one of those things that they'd take away from me, or could I
is
keep
it
it?
licensed?
He's a licensed mage, and because of that, you'd
Yeah.
be able to keep it.
Yeah, it's pretty much fashioned into like a little tiny, essentially Red Cross symbol that I wear.
Pretty sure that's copyright infringement, but
Yeah.
Because the Red Cross will sue you for using.
It's different enough.
Different enough.
It's a
And
different
track
shade
change.
of red.
It's not quite a cross, and you know, it's recognizable as something like, you know, hey, I'm a doctor, and like, oh, you might be some kind of medical personnel.
For what it's worth, we're going to be driving across, part of a country, so this is also going to take a fair amount of time.
I have a question.
That-
Do you actually have a doctor's license, Mr. Holiday?
He does.
Of course I do.
He's an actual trained doctor, and he is the first doctor I have ever spoken to, but I don't think we've spoken yet.
Probably not. He's currently looking out the window, just looking at Poland.
Yeah,
We're going-
speaking of, I have some stuff written down here about that.
We're gonna see how long I can go without actually talking to his character.
On
We'll
the
just
way
slap
to,
you on the back and get you back into the fight, not saying a word.
on the way to Vorsa Lutz, it involves a lot of driving past European wildland, which is never pleasant because, they look cool, but they're never pleasant to be in or be around because of the, enormous number of paracritters, the fact that there are more dragons here than anywhere else, stuff like
Can
that.
I go hunting?
The dragons?
not right now. Let's get our stuff back first.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Oh, yeah.
terrible idea, regardless.
Yeah,
Eternal takes a small gun-like object out of her bag, holds it up to her head, and pulls the trigger. A small sound, something like an electrical short, goes off. Her hair cycles through every color, kind of like when you degauss a monitor, and settles on a very light green. And she just kind of zones out in the back.
Oh my god, it's just like Persona.
Maybe a little bit, but instead of summoning up a stand, she gets really high. Anyway, you pass by a whole bunch of wildlands. The first one you pass by is a very, very dark, really dismal-looking swamp. And while you're passing by that, actually, he recommends you close all the windows if you'd opened any. Because that is Swalky Swamp. And Swalky is very, very, very poisonous. You never want to ever go there. All the earth there, because there's very little grass even growing around there, is completely black. There are trees growing over there, but they're all white and they look dead. There are thorny black bushes everywhere, and there's no water so much as there is large patches of green and yellow sludge.
Rolling up window.
Yeah, don't. When he recommends that, he's actually demanding it because there are poisonous fumes that come off of that area.
And he actually rolls up the windows for you.
Yeah, alright,
And
yeah.
then locks them.
At least for now.
Yeah. He turns on the child lock.
There are patches of extremely dense forest here and there, like, that you don't ever go by, Białowieża, which is the primeval forest in Poland, and pretty much everyone knows that Białowieża is, like, really, really hostile to metahumans, and no one ever goes there unless it's, like, a particular...
Reason?
For a very particular reason, yeah. And finally, once you start to go past, like, rolling hills and plains, he actually speaks up a little bit, because, well...
There's not much else to do.
Yeah, he rolls down his own, you know...
Privacy
window,
screen.
Yeah, the privacy screen. And he starts to explain, well, those hills and plains over there, a couple of battles were fought in the Liberation Wars and Euro Wars. If you're really, really curious, you can still find ghosts there, milling about, convinced that the war is still going on.
I think I
You
might
should
have
steer
made a couple
clear.
of those.
You should, if you ever end up going into the wilds at all, steer clear of anywhere that you can find spent casings on the ground. Because that will be where ghosts are, and you never want to be around ghosts.
I've never seen a ghost.
I
Well,
don't
You
recommend
don't.
it.
Here in Poland, you'll find many if you go looking.
Hmm.
Do you find anything if you don't go looking?
Rarely.
Good.
Hey. Oż wieczym. Alas.
I would roll a knowledge thing about spirits, but yeah, no, it's just ghosts aren't good.
Ghosts aren't good.
Yeah.
Ghost bad.
If anyone is interested, he will introduce himself as Ottokar Falkenrath. He's a German-Polish troll, and he has a cybernetic left leg from his experience in the wars, where he fought the FRP.
Oh, all right.
Free Republic of Poland.
Wait, fought or fought for?
Fought for the FRP. He was part of the you know, in quotes, good guys.
I kind of want to roll a civil engineering check to
What?
know anything.
Civil engineering check?
Yeah, I have civil engineering at 12.
You have every engineering possible, including one that is completely unrelated to actual engineering, huh?
Yes. I have knowledge engineering. It was
He's a man of many
specialty
skills.
in civil engineering.
I never said those skills were useful skills, but he's a man of many skills.
I mean, you're not gonna get anything out of that until...
All right.
Actually, no, you'll be able to get something out of that once they pull up to the city, like the city limits. The thing is that he actually does not enter immediately because the northern half of Warsaw is Pustynia, or the desert, and Pustynia is the bad part of Warsaw Lodz.
We
You
don't
don't
have
go
our guns yet.
What?
No, of course we don't.
No, he
Yeah.
goes around Pustynia. He actually makes sure to enter through Dzungla instead, which is the jungle, which is like, you know, the actual part of Warsaw where everyone lives.
It's not quite as bad as the desert.
Not even close. It's actually reasonably nice. It's just very poor.
I had a quick question. So the main reason they don't go there, is it like there's physical danger there, or is it like just sociological danger?
There's
People are monsters.
there's physical danger in the sense that that's where most of the organized crime makes its home in the city. That's where you'll find any Vori or the Vorsalod Syndicate. They all live there, and like that's where all the BTL shit happens.
Okay, I was just wondering if we were doing it because of crime or because of things will eat you.
It's
a
crime,
bit of both.
and like it's not actually all that much longer to just drive around through Dzungla and right into central Warsaw. Which, if you know anything about Warsaw, you probably do by now because you probably read up a little bit on it. This is the really nice part where all the Russians used to live. And he drives up to a very tall, reasonably wide building in the central Warsaw. And stops. This is your destination. It's like 2 a.m. right now.
Alrighty.
And he gets up, he opens your doors,
Yep, I step
and
out.
he helps your luggage out.
Frank will stretch.
Take a look around the place.
He will drop the
pretty-
luggage right in front of you, and you'll get into his car and drive off.
Before he does that, Virgil's gonna tip him a couple hundred.
Hey, he actually gives you a big pat on the shoulder. Thanks, thank you.
You know that it's a 1 to 20 conversion rate. New yen to you just gave him a huge payday.
You gave him
No,
an
no, no.
enormous payday. Like
Yeah.
that was
Like,
huge. Like they
Might
will
come in
accept.
handy at some point.
They will accept new yen just fine. But yeah, it's
I thought
1 new yen to
was a
20
dollar.
zloty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I said it, yeah.
They live off
Okay,
of
yeah, here, yes.
much more meager numbers over here.
You just bought him a house, probably.
Yeah,
Or-
No.
I
but
don't
you
think
did
I
buy
thought that
him
much.
like a significant chunk of his rent.
Yeah. He can pay rent this month much easier.
In fact, that actually may have just paid for his entire month of rent right there.
Yeah.
Because everything else aside, it's actually not that expensive to get housing over here because so much of the city is actually like unoccupied.
Really, it's just show up and be able to keep it when people come knocking.
All right, you're right outside the building. How do you feel about that?
I'm just looking over the building and just getting myself together before. I suppose no sense in delaying the inevitable. We need to go in and
Yeah.
meet our employer.
I said
Yes.
that it was very tall, and I'm going to I'm going to correct that. It's reasonably tall. It's like 6 to 8 stories.
That is fairly tall.
It's not a skyscraper though. It's like
It's
just
still
a
like,
big
like
office.
90 feet.
Yeah, it is a big office building though.
Wouldn't want to fall off it, but it's not like you're gonna be able to hit the ground hard enough to kill you instantly.
Push.
It depends how you fall. You gotta make sure you dive head first.
I mean, like if someone pushes you off, you're gonna be able to survive the fall, just not very well.
Yeah, I know. I was.
Alright. Regardless, let's go in.
Yep, knock on the door.
Yeah. It opens up actually because it's an automatic door.
Oh, okay. I look very silly for a second.
You reach to knock on the door and it opens immediately.
That's how good I am.
Greetings. You must be Leech's employees, correct?
Yes, we are.
Yep.
Very good.
Are you our employer?
No, I am Bogdan. Come with me.
Well, at least you didn't say walk this way.
He is an extremely large ogre, which is a European orc meta variant. Kind of like Virgil, except he's a Greek one. Ogres are just kind of more generic. They are a little bit bigger. They typically are a little bit hunchback or whatever, and he is exceptionally hunchback.
And they can eat just about anything.
Yeah, and Bogdan here has a obvious partial cyber skull, which is really rare. Like the top part of his head is just like a big plate of metal, pretty much. There are 2 little dots that are apparently his eyes on the front of it.
You don't need eyes.
Where we're going?